some reasons why too many people you see out there are still living in slums, dirty slums. Why people you see on earth cannot even have enough money to cater for their families. They keep their children in poor-funded schools. When these kids are sick, they cannot even get the money to take care of the children. Their wives will be embarrassing them. Their husbands will be embarrassing them. Their parents will not believe in them. There are reasons people are still living in abject poverty amidst plenty. Nigeria is a blessed country. We have petroleum. We have our soil is very fertile. Arable soil everywhere. We have the manpower. We have everything to make Nigeria one of the most prosperous countries in the world. But what do we see? We see penury, we see mystery, we see abject poverty, we see sickness, we see complaints, we see murmuring, we see frustration. Even in the face of our neighbors and in the face of people in this great country, God endowed with every opportunity to get to the highest level. Then the question this moment is, why is it that some people are still living in abject poverty amidst plenty? Number one is laziness. Most people who are poor, God didn't create them to be poor. They decided to shun hard work. They took to laziness. They took to undue pleasure. That is why things are not working. I read first of all Proverbs 10 verse 4. He who has a slack hand becomes poor, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. You've had it. If you shun hard work, definitely you will end up as a poor person. There are no two ways about it. But if you're diligent, you will always have the resources, the power, the money to show for it. Why? Because you've decided to work real hard. You've decided to go to that level people are afraid of going to. It's not easy to be a rich man. It's not easy to be a rich woman. But you have to take a decision. You have to go the rugged way of becoming rich. And the rugged way is to work hard. Number two place I quote, Proverbs 19:15. Laziness casts one into a deep sleep, and an idle person will suffer hunger. No wonder why people are complaining so much in this country. They don't even have money. They don't have this. They don't have that. They cannot afford any meaningful thing. Why? Because they are lazy. They are hungry. They are sad. If you want to change it, think otherwise. Number two reason people are still very poor. They will always expect people to show sympathies. Anytime people are coming your way, telling you sorry, saying sorry to you, they are weighing you down. They are defeating your spirit the more. They are giving you that low self-esteem that will make you so incapacitated to rise up and fight for your right and become a sensible person. Another reason why too many people are not making it in life is that they will always remember their dirty past. Something you've not achieved 10 years ago does not mean you cannot achieve it today. Take away your mind from the dirty past. Take away your mind from the mistakes you made yesteryears. Begin to have a direct focus on today. Begin to do something today, because today determines where you can get to tomorrow. Today, the way you work things out will show you the success that will be yours, assuming you're able to get something done rightly. And the factor that keeps pulling people down is low aim, having a small dream. Remember the Latin proverb that small dream, low aim is a crime. Anywhere you are, do everything you can to free your mind from this. Don't dream small, dream big. It is your right. I will talk about the fourth factor that makes it very difficult, almost impossible, for some people to rise up to the top, to have the money and to control influence. That is vision. That is vision. And at times people are conflicting or having a misconstrued concept about vision and mission. Mission talks about today, what you go out to achieve, what you aim at becoming today, your dreams, your passion, what you want to become at the moment. That's talking about your mission. But vision is talking about you envisaging things to come tomorrow. You are seeing the future like Nostradamus. That is vision. One man of vision I love so much in our generation was former president of the United States. His name, Bill Clinton. I love that young man so much. I respect him because of his vision. In the early 60s, this young man was in an equivalent of class 3 in secondary school, assuming he were in Nigeria. And it happened that the president of the United States at that time, Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, wanted to visit his school. This young man did something that marveled me. Anytime I remember it, I will always say I'm proud of Bill Clinton. Mr. Bill Clinton did something as a small boy because he had vision. He heard that the president of the United States will be visiting schools in the US, especially in his state of Arkansas. He did something. He went to the principal of the school and told the principal, I have heard that the president of the United States of America, John F. Kennedy, will be coming to visit some schools in the US, and our school is part of the school. He'll be coming to visit. And the principal of the school said, and what about it? He said, I heard again that only 5 people will have the privilege of shaking the hand of Mr. President when he comes. The principal said, yes, I know that is true. And he said, Mr. Principal, what does it cost me in personal terms to have the privilege of shaking hands with the American president? The principal said to him, my boy, you are in junior class. It's a privilege for people who are functionaries of the school. Naturally, you can't be in junior class and be a functionary in any school. It's not practicable. But this guy kept disturbing the principal, that the principal told him to go down. 2 days later, he came to meet the president again, a persistent heart, because he has a very big vision. He came and told the principal again, I heard it's only 2 days that the president of America is coming to visit our school. The man said, yes, but you've disturbed me so much, I think I'll give you the privilege. And the guy smiled and went down the staircase. The 3rd day he came, that next is only 1 day for the president to come, and assured the man he was going to behave right. And the principal said, if I allow you to see the president, will you come on short? The guy said, I'm proud to come on short, because he was a junior student at that time. At the time, other people were planning, calling photographers to come and take shots with the president. The guy had a big ambition to release some things the president would never expect, and you might be interested in what the guy did. The senior prefect of the school shook hands with the president, took his picture and went away. 2 other functionaries did that. But when it was time for this little boy, Jefferson, I'm talking about Bill Clinton himself, when he got the hand of Mr. President, he held the hand of the president and said, you have helped me change my vision. You have helped me change my dream. I want to be president in America someday. I listened to you in the inaugural address. You said you have come to bring new meaning, new order to the United States of America. That is time to take people to the moon. It's time to bring them down and make new inventions in the United States. That I have my dream enlarged. I want to make new inventions like you did as president of America. He held the hand of the president and told the president of America, one day I will live in the White House like you do. One day I will lead America like you do. Less than 2-3 decades, the guy became the president of America. Why? Because he had vision. What vision can do for somebody is not a thing you can quantify with money. When a man has no vision, the man has started dying already. When a woman has no vision, she cannot make anything work for her life. Another guy I loved so much because of his vision was Nigeria's MKO Abiola. MKO Abiola. When MKO Abiola was 13, not minding he was coming out of a polygamous home, Abiola said a thing I love so much. Abiola said, before I die, I will make name. Before I die, I'll make so much money. Before I die, I have so much influence, not only in Nigeria, but around the whole world. You were there, you saw what happened. Abiola had connection everywhere in the world. And if African history will be right to itself, Abiola was one of the richest men in the world, especially in the black continent of Africa. Time might not allow me to tell the long stories of a great man of vision in the name of Henry Ford. Henry Ford was only 13 years because he was not doing that good in school. The mother asked him, my son, I wonder how you're going to make things work in your life. But the guy knew if school does not work and nothing can work. The guy looked in the face of the mother and told her, mommy, I have a vision that one day in my life, before I get to the age of 40, I will build cars for the multitude of people in America. For a majority of the people in America. He was not talking about the car he will ride. He was talking about the car that will give value, that will give services. He will sell to millions of people around the world. Before he got to 38 years, he was able to achieve this dream. You see what vision can do in the life of somebody. Reason number 4 is that people would like to listen to dissidents. The kind of story that will always attract people is not always the best of stories, but always the worst of stories. When people are telling you cannot make it, they kind of inject a kind of fear in your heart that you begin to think you are nobody. Your life is meaningless. But that's not true. If you listen to dissidents, people that hate you, people that wouldn't believe you can succeed, you are not going to succeed. But the people are telling you cannot make it, tell yourself you can. If people are telling you you're ugly, look at yourself in the mirror and see one good thing about yourself. If somebody is telling you have no idea, sit down and think and bring about a great idea that will change your life forever. One man I love so much in the Bible was King David of Israel. The man said a thing that shocked me in the book of Psalms 18. In the book of Psalms 18, verse 29 and 30. The guy said, by you, God, my creator, I can. In fact, I never knew that people who were giving us the I can inspiration around the whole world, especially in America, they got the inspiration from the Bible. They got the inspiration from King David. He said in that book, Psalm 18, verse 29 to 30, that by God I can pursue a troop. I can leap over a wall. A troop here talks about the enemies, the challenges, and the problems surrounding your life. If you believe in yourself, if you believe in your God, there's no problem you cannot surmount. And the guy says, by you, oh God, I can even leap over a wall. Wall talks about siege, difficulties around you. If you believe in your God, definitely you can, and you truly will.